Hey guys, welcome back to RGTV. I'm RGSAURUS, and today we are reviewing Avatar: The Way of the Water. Now, shocking to me, I actually liked it. This time, not only are the visuals stunning, because not once did I believe anything was fake on that screen, but also the story was like a major improvement of the first one. Because, well, I'm going to get into that in a bit. But without further ado, let's just go. Starting with the cons. So, the first and most obvious con is the new character of Spider. Now, good lord, he's just very annoying. And I know he was there to, like, kind of humanize Stephen Lang's character, just basically help him throughout the entire film. Like, the James Cameron is trying to say, like, no, this guy's a good guy, but you see him like happy when Stephen Lang's character like actually successfully bonds with the Banshee thing, and when he comes back up and he's flying, he smiles. So it's like, whose side are you on? I mean, we know it's actually the side of the Na'vi, but still, I do not flipping understand why he decided to save Stephen Lang's character at the end, because he was dead, and I even said in the theater, stay dead. But then he freaking went down there and he's like, oh, wait, no, I gotta save him because he's my dad, but he's actually not. Oh, there's another thing. He's actually his dad, which is weird as hell because there's no mention of him at all, and he only stayed there because you can't put babies in like cryo sleep, so that's why he's basically here, and it's really a lazy explanation. Also, another con here is basically the whole idea of like bringing yourself back with the memories of your like former self in Navi form, because if that's true, then like why the hell do you need this substance from the whales that stops aging if you can just bring yourself back with the memories that you already had? It's really, really weird. And by the way, that whale thing that I just mentioned doesn't come up until, oh god, I don't know, I would guess 2 hours into the movie, and this is 3 hours. That's another con, is that it's super, super, super long. I had to go to the bathroom 3 times throughout because, yeah, I'm not gonna hold it for 3 hours because that's just ludicrous. Also, also, the whole idea of just having a new unobtainium, and it's just like, oh, this stuff is just one drop of this is worth like is some 80 million or something. It's literally kind of just a rehash that it seems thrown in there and completely unnecessary. Also, another few cons are the unanswered questions, like what the hell happened to Jermaine Clement's character at the end there? Because like you see that he ducks and the other guy gets his arm ripped off, but you never see him again. So did he die or what? Because that's pretty much all I had myself thinking. I was like, wait, what happened to that guy? Did he die or not? Like, this is like a few loose ends that needs to be tied up in the sequel, because this is ridiculous. Also, this leaves you wanting more. Hopefully, we don't have to wait another 13 years for a sequel, because that's just ridiculous. And yeah, hopefully he gets his crap together, and this does really well. I'm not thinking that it's going to make 2 billion, maybe 1.5 billion at the most, because there's no way. People are just used to CGI now. This isn't really a big thing, although, my god, let's go on to the pros. So the first pro is obviously the amazing work that the VFX artists have done with the CGI, because not once in the 3 hours and 12-minute runtime of this thing did I say, oh, that looks a little bit fake. No, it looks absolutely amazing. And you've seen me critique CGI before. Any Marvel film, name it, it's always, oh, the CGI is so crap. Seriously, it could even rival Davy Jones from 2006. Actually, it does. It really does. Because I look at Davy Jones and it's like, oh, that's real. There's no way that's fake. And that is the exact same attitude that I looked at this with. So, good job to everyone involved. Very big props to you. And thank God you beat Marvel, because now Marvel is going to see this and like, oh, wait, maybe we should actually give our VFX artists time and money. But I'm not going to vent and complain, because that's RJ Input's job. By the way, stay tuned for his like big analysis of the stuff he's missed. Right, next pro is the story. It's improved so much, and I was actually entertained throughout. And there's another pro, is that there's no politics to shove down people's throats. I mean, there's a clear message about the environment and whaling, but it's all like underneath it. They don't go out and openly say it and lecture how you should think. No. And also, it's an original story this time. It doesn't just rip off Pocahontas and Fern Gully and all this other stuff. It's actually its own original story, and it's all about the family dynamic, which is going to get a lot of families to see this, and that might be where it gets his money. But James Cameron is flipping off fans that want his autograph, so I don't know. Anyway, the story has just way improved. The thing I had a problem with is that the characters from the first one don't really get a lot of screen time. Neytiri's mom is in one scene, I think, towards the beginning, and that's the last we see of her. Norm from the last one, really big, important part, is in one or two scenes, I think. The same thing goes for Dilip Rayo's character from the last one. He's in one scene. And that's fine if you want to give the new characters a bit of a chance to shine, but like, seriously, you got to give them a bit more screen time. Also, Jermaine Clement's character is kind of just there. I mean, you can tell that he's sympathetic to like the Na'vi, and he's just like doing this because they're funding his research and whatever. But like, he doesn't show up until at least the 2 hour mark. And I was like, I found myself wondering, like, seriously, before he showed up, I was like, wait, isn't Jermaine Clement supposed to be in this? And I was like, oh, there he is. And then he's like gone after like 2 minutes. So it's a bit of an odd decision, but maybe he'll get more screen. They'll all get more screen time in the sequel. We'll see. This definitely leaves you wanting more, though. And this is one of 5 films that I actually liked. This has been a crap year for movies, guys. We all know it. And it's just nice to see something that is meant to entertain and not shove politics down people's throats. James Cameron, well done. Well done. I didn't really like the first film, nor do I really remember anything, but that's alright because they got a recap right at the beginning, and you only need to watch the first one to watch this one. And once again, he has made a sequel that is better than the original. Now, honestly, I thought this was going to be like, oh no, there's no way this is living up to expectations. And it is long. I guarantee you all of the critics are going to point this out. Oh, it's too long, 3 hours. Yes, that's a bit of a problem. But I feel like if you cut out most of the stuff, then you wouldn't have a consistent story, and it would seem like it's just cutting at random points. And there's another con. At points, it does feel like it's just cutting too fast. Like the scene isn't completely over. And it just leaves more to be desired there. Now on to the role. Sam Worthington is... he's kind of the same, trying to not to sound Aussie, and his accent slips through a bit, and he's not the greatest actor, but he does good with what he has. Sigourney Weaver absolutely shines as the new character, Kitty, who's 14, by the way. She's 73, which is weird considering how she interacts around Spider. Wait a minute. What is James Cameron trying to play? Oh my god. Oh my god. Zoe Saldana is much better here, especially when the scene where Stephen Lang's character, I cannot remember his name for the life of me, so forgive me, where he has the knife to her daughter's like throat, and then she like grabs her and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill him." It's like, this is like the definition of a strong female character, except it's actually good this time because she has flaws, and she's not one of those characters where it's like, oh, I'm just a girl boss that doesn't need anyone to help me because I'm just perfect at everything. No, that is not the case here, and it's great to see this. Stephen Lang gives a more fleshed out performance than the first one, because in the first one it was just like, oh, I'm evil, I'm the evil military guy, and it's just like, oh, this film needs a bad guy. Now he actually has a bit of character development because of his son, and that's kind of why Spider needed to be there, because it fleshes out Stephen Lang's character more, and good lord, is it much more of an improvement than the first one, because in the first one, like I said, he's just like, oh, I'm the bad guy and I just want to go against the good guy because that's what the script needs me to do. Now it's way more, and he even like questions at one point. He's like, oh god, should I actually be doing this? So like, that is great writing right there. And sure, the dialogue's a little hokey in places, but whatever, you know. Kate Winslet, actually, you wouldn't know it was her because she does that good of a job playing the Na'vi. I don't know what her name is, but whatever. I was under the impression that she said she'd never work with James Cameron after Titanic, but I don't know. I could be screwing up the facts there. I don't know. Cliff Curtis gives a great performance as the chief of the like water tribe thing. I forget what it's called because, for God's sakes, I cannot pronounce the name. But he gives a great performance when he's like, and when he like snaps at like the kids, then that's like, oh, he doesn't screw around. And I have to give props to all the child actors because they do an absolutely amazing job playing the kids of the main characters, basically. Also, Giovanni Ribisi shows up for a spell, like in one scene, in like a screen, whatever. He still sounds exactly like Jeremy Piven, though. And that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked it, then make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to 1417 and head over there because RG Input is going to be releasing a video that of all the stuff he's missed because we have not had the computer, but now we do. It's back, and we are excited to give you more content very soon. Also, stay tuned for Weekly Prank War. But until that time, I'm RGSAURUS signing off.